coming to you guys with a new pure Fire King deck list. I made another one. If you guys want to check it out, I would suggest you don't check it out. Actually, check it out just to support the video. But this is a way spicier version, and I think this is the best way to run pure Fire King for from all the things I can compile, searching from the OCG meta and from things that are here now. And the few tech cards you can run while running pure Fire King and not having to build specifically for Diabellstar and Azamina, which I still think is going to a competitive scene. It might be the best version of Fire King, but this is for the sake of the profile of pure Fire King deck list. So guys are gonna see one of the spicy caliente cards, which I think is what I don't want to say breaks pure Fire King, but it's what makes it a whole. Because if you go to the other video, I didn't include this card, and I was testing it. As if you guys see the other video, is a strictly pure Fire King list, like with no add-on text, which it was still good, but I think this is by far the best version of the pure Fire King deck with these cards included. So you guys are gonna see in a while. As per usual, please like and subscribe to the channel. This is one of the, I don't want to say few TCG videos I'm gonna make, but my channel is gonna be diversified in every sense of what is gaming, and I am a TCG player at heart, so you guys are gonna see a lot of TCG videos in the future. But you guys, check me out in the lives, by the way. If you're hearing this, subscribe, talk to me in the lives. I don't play any TCG related games, but drop in the chat if you can. I play almost daily. So yeah, let's go to the deck list. Okay, so we're gonna start out with 3 Fire King Ulcanix. This card is what makes pure Fire King super viable. Other decks use this like another extender piece for the combo, like Asamina. Dude, I can't believe in 2024 we're using 3 archetypes to name a deck. Okay, so it's like Asamina, Diabellstar, Fire King. Sorry. And then, yeah, they use it as a starter piece. As a combo piece, sorry. But in this pure Fire King deck, it's really good. A standalone card. And it's actually all the deck needed to be a pure version. But you're going to see that as good a support as this is, it won't be enough to compete against the other decks how they are right now. But the game is very power crapped. If you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh in 2024, you know this. So with the addition of the spicy caliente card that I'm going to show you later, it gives the deck another ceiling, and you're going to understand why. And I'm going to show you some of the interactions and combos, which makes the deck like piece together. Like if the other video I didn't include the spicy picante card, the deck is still good. It's super good, but the card that I'm going to show you, it's what makes the deck have super broken combos. You guys are going to see 3 Ponix as the other starter. Yeah, we used to love this bird long ago. Ulcanix came in, so yeah, having 6 starters is actually pretty good. And yeah, this is an extender too, so it'll special summon itself when you destroy something. So putting it at other ratios other than 3 is like not in this version, since you tend to destroy more. It's easier to special summon as an extender. And 3 Kieran, which is I always say that when the Fire King deck came out, I'm pretty and I saw that this card was named Kieran after the Pendulum card. I knew immediately this card was going to be broken. It's an ongoing joke for me and my friends that Kieran, anything that has Kieran in his name is automatically a broken card. But yeah, Kieran is, I would say that this is what makes this 2024 deck, because quick effects like this, that not only you can activate on your opponent's turn, but cards with 7 lines of text just end up what makes or breaks a deck. And this is the only card that was limited. I think it wasn't limited here. It was limited on the OCG, but this is like the the card that made Fire King a problem because it's used to dodge imperm. It's used to play on your opponent's turn. It's used to pop card. It's used to extend. Like Kieran is just broken. Like if you build this deck, you could play with any of the ratios, but you're always gonna play 3 Kieran. If that makes sense. Like Kieran is what the broken card of the deck. 2 Garunix. I used to run this at 3. I still want to run it at 3, but the deck space is too tight because this deck tends to grind more than the other decks, just because of the way it works. Like most of the interruptions are just, you have to blow up your board. You have to like simplify the game state. So you end up using one as an extender with Ulcanix, and the other one is to like for follow up. So if they end up like, let's say for example, a Call by the Grave this or SP, like if you get into grind games, it's really hard to come back because you need this card. But yeah, I think 2 is enough. In the future, if 3 seems like an right number, I come up it up. The deck has 41 cards, by the way. I didn't say that before in the video, but the deck has 41 cards. So yeah, this is like the 42th card that I cut out. So yeah, and the brick, which this card isn't really a brick, by the way. I've seen some Fire King videos, and this is like the brick. That's not a brick, because if you could run to it, actually be good. Because if you could like Kieran Garunix on your opponent's turn, you can like trigger Kieran, blow Garunix, and then on your standby phase you like nuke their board. This triggers so you can special summon something from your hand and pop something. So, and not use your normal summon. So this is like a really good 2-card combo. Now that you think about it, but yeah, you only run 1 because again, deck space. There's a lot of other cards that you need to run in multiples. So yeah, you need to run this. You need to run at least 1 because of the Ulcanix effect. By the way, 3 Arvada. It pains me running this at 1 because this card's really good, and I don't want to say that people know that you run 1, but this is like another card they tend to banish. And by the way, Soul Release kills this deck because, yeah, just the deck essentially for Fire King is a graveyard. So I was skeptical about running 1, but the more I play it, the 1 is fine. If you end up trying to go through the second one, you're probably not gonna win that game. So I think 1 is enough. And Baron is just a combo piece to like get Kieran on your opponent's turn. So, yeah. And then the spicy picante caliente tech, Electro Blaster. You guys are gonna go like, what the fuck is this card? And if you guys don't know what this card is and you're playing Fire King, I'm afraid that I have to give you the good news that your deck had a build a card all along. And what I mean build a card is like, wait, this card literally is supposed to be called Fire King Electro Blaster. But yes, what this card does. It's sad this isn't a machine though. If it would have been like it would have been broken. But anyways, and what this does is that when you normal or special summon a fire, except during the damage step, was a little bit bad, but not really. Like for the interactions you're gonna use it with, it's strictly just as a normal summon extender. So what it does is when you normal or special summon a fire monster, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand, and then you can send a level 1 pyro monster from your deck to your graveyard. And then it has another effect where it pumps your fire monster by 300 every time a spell card is activated. Irrelevant. And you're going to ask me, what level 8 pyro monster you're going to dump? And by the way, if you look at the targets for this, it's only like 5 cards. But conveniently enough, there is a card, which the name Magmacho Dragon, which it reads... I'll read the first effect later, but what it does is when a fire card is destroyed on your field, while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card and then draw 1 card. And convenient enough, this is a level 8. It's an 8 pyro monsters you can double with this. And the other effect is a little bit relevant, which says you can banish up to 3 fire monster and make this card gain up to 1200 attack, which is it came up because the combo does dump When you resolve this effect, you're gonna have the 3 fire monsters to pump this to 3k. But, and I'll show you this combo at the end of the deck profile. You're gonna see that this combo is nuts. Okay, so if you play Fire King, you're gonna go like, wait, does that all do all that? Yes, it does. Just for the sake of you guys having a sneak preview, so if you have Courtier and Electro Blaster, you can trigger Ulcanix, Chainlink 1, and then Chainlink 2 Blaster. So you chain block the Ulcanix, which that's already broken. You're with the Electro Blaster, you're gonna jump Magma Dragon. This is gonna pop the Ulcanix. The Ulcanix is gonna pop the Blaster, so you can trigger this the Ulcanix search, and Macho Dragon is gonna special summon itself from the graveyard when this resolves search and drawing you a card. And then you're gonna go like, wait, why is that broken? Then I'll show you the end of the deck profile. Why is that broken? But you can see that already. It has a lot of crazy synergy. And then for hand traps, I ran 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Veiler, 3 Ash, and 3 Air Perm. I was debating cutting a few more cards so I could run Ghost Mourner, so I can have more interactions, because one of the main combos of the deck is just going Coach Soldier to draw 3 cards and draw into hand traps. So yeah, no Nibiru, because Nibiru is like one. These are better cards by themselves. Like Nibiru, you have to run it with a combination of a hand trap for it to like go crazy. Like these cards just simplify the game state enough for like you having this very floaty deck. It'll like automatically win you the game by just like negating some of their effects. So yeah, those are the hand traps. Then 2 Island and 2 Sanctuary. I was debating of putting this to 1, but it's one of if you're when you're playing like in a very competitive scene and everybody's running Milcharmies, Milcharmies tends to draw a lot against this deck if you try to combo. But Sanctuary lets you like set up a Kieran so you can play on your opponent's turn and still have like the XYZ pop. So you have like that sort of interaction without having actually to play into any of the Milcharmy cards. So two is like really good, because you need the FX to XYZ on your opponent's turn. Other than that, these ratios are fine. Again, you can use the argument that I'm saying that you can actually bump this into 3, so you can always have it first turn, so you don't fucking die to Milcharmy FTK. And then I run Fireburn. Circle is bad, by the way. It's a bait. Like this card is infinitely better. It's better first, is better second. This card, like it's really good. You can actually run more than 1, or actually side deck. This card is like crazy. Better than the Circle. There's no reason for you to like revive any Fire King monsters, which all of them revive themselves. It's like redundant. 1 prosperity, because the extra deck on the extra doesn't actually, you don't need this isn't like Snake Eyes where you use the 15 cards in your extra deck. Like you can actually like afford prosperity even for 3. But yeah, like the card's really good at this set. Firestorm over Atlantis. I said I was gonna run this last video. Yeah, I'm running it. It's a really good one of what it does, it just pops a fire monster to draw a card, and if your opponent is the only one person that controls a monster, you can special summon a level 8 or 7 from your graveyard without negating its effects, which is really important, because if you go second, it's a very good second going card, because you can like let's say for example pop Garunix, draw a card, and then this will revive Garunix, and it's like 1 card combo. Not more than 1, because you just don't want to break it to it. Like 1 is enough. Like it doesn't actually, you can't search it. It's not that good. It just draws a card. If it did something like special summoning a fire from the graveyard or something like that, then you could argue putting more of this. But well, 1 is enough. Then on Call by the Grave and the Call by the Grave copy of Triple T. I'm very skeptical about a triple T, but it's like I think it's the best flux spot for going second and going first, like as a bull breaker and as a let's say we'll call by the gear so you like draw cards or look at your opponent's hand. So yeah, and the blow card, which is Skildred. I wish this was this. Actually, if this was a 3, this deck would be, I tier 1. I'd be 100% for certain that this deck would be tier 1. Or you can make the argument that this card is like was gonna make a lot of decks tier 1. But yeah, just you can play it in the main deck, which is what the argument I'm trying to make. Like if this being you being able to play this main deck and not having to affect any of your combos whatsoever, which is really crazy. So yeah, I'm not going to show you the side deck. I'm going to show you the extra deck for the sake of showing you the combos. So 1 Garunix Eternity. I've been debating of putting this to 1 to 2, sorry, because there's a lot of fucking interactions nowadays. We just look at your extra to dump a card like Unicorn, and this is like very important to have in your extra deck. Like you need to resolve it most of the games. And then the Coach King, which is by far one of the best cards of the extra deck, and you'll see in a second why I think it's broken. By the way, it gives me the Hawk. What's the Exit level 7 Galaxy Hawk? Yeah, it gives me that level of broken. Like drawing 3 cards is crazy. Even in 2024, like that's crazy. Like drawing 3 cards, like come on. This because it's another way to OTK your opponent other than spoiler I run Phoenix, but it's another way to kill your opponent without having to interact with them too much. You just like go Dragooblion, and this just has 9k just attack. So yeah, there actually isn't a lot of level 8s that are good in this deck specific because Vampire Zombie doesn't really do anything, and Hope Harbinger isn't that good, and Photon is actually decent because it gives you another interruption on your opponent's turn, but just leaving the level 8s for the Fire Kings or just going Coach is like really good. That's it. And for the XYZ, that's it for the XYZs, and for the level 1s we play Relinquish Anima. This is good for break boards. Almirage is good because you can. There's combos when you go like Sunlight Wolf, use the normal summon you did to special summon under Sunlight Wolf, then you go into Princess, and then go Ambler Whale. Yeah, and you have Kirin in hand, so you have like Ambler Whale, Kirin, which is really good. So yeah, Sunlight Wolf, Phoenix. It's good. It's a good generic card. Plus, there's like problematic cards that aren't in the main deck and in the meta that are spell and traps that you need to pop if you're gonna go into a grind game. So this is just good. If you know you're gonna play a grind game, you need to destroy Pain. If you need to destroy the Snake Eyes field, then you have this to interact with them. IP, which is for the Amber Whale. SP, which is just SP Hida, which is you're playing a fire deck. Princess, playing a fire deck. Raging Phoenix, you're playing a fire deck. I feel like most of these cards are you're playing a fire deck, you're playing this card in your extra deck, and World Sea Atlantis. That's it. So yeah, you have to multiple ways to auto get your opponent. And Amber Whale. So yeah, that is the extra deck, and right now I'm going to show you I'm going to show you this combo, which is the most important combo you need to know. Okay, guys, so I'm going to show you the 2-card Ulcanix combo. Mind you, that this combo has a lot of interactions, but I'm just showing you the Ulcanix Blaster version of it because there's a lot of ways to get to this combo. If you draw Karen, if you draw Onyx with the Blaster, or if you straight up draw the brick, you can still get to the combo. So this isn't a brick. This is literally just a fourth copy of Blaster. So, yeah, I think this is the by far like the best or the best combination of two cards that you can do this combo with its Blaster and Ulcanix. So let's say you have Blaster, Ulcanix, and 3 cards. I gotta show you this card. I gotta span it out like this because you're gonna see how broken this is. So you're gonna normal summon Ulcanix, chain blocking the Ulcanix's effect. So you obviously trigger Ulcanix's effect, chainlink 1, and then chainlink 2 Blaster, chain blocking. People are not gonna ash this or whatever. Of course, if they have Valor Impermanence. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say this. I will add Bagushka, or whatever it's called, the elephant, into the extra deck because if they shifter you, this is like insane shifter scenario. You could just go Volcanics into Blaster and just Bagushka. But yeah, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2 Blaster sending the Macho to the graveyard. Volcanics will trigger, destroying Blaster to search. Searching Garunix. And since you destroyed a fire on the field, Macho will trigger. So you go, and Garunix will trigger since you searched it. So you can go like Chainlink 1 Macho, Chainlink 2 Garunix. Or, sorry, the other way. So you don't want this to get interacted with. So you go Garunix and then Macho Dragon. You're going to draw a card. You have another card for Macho. You're going to go into Fire Code King. Oh, sorry. Garunix effect to pop Barang from the deck, which will trigger on your opponent's standby phase. Then you go Coach King here because Ulcanix is level 8 because it searched to level 8. So you have 3 level 8s. And by the way, time rules you burn for 800. So I'm gonna show you the cards just for the sake of it. So you draw 3 cards, and then on your opponent's turn, you're gonna search Kirin. And then in the mid's combo, you're going to pop the Fire Coach King to summon Kirin, which will trigger the Garunix. It will trigger the Macho. So you're going to go like Garunix again, chain blocking the Garunix, and doing Macho so you can draw another card. So you have 8 cards. Look at this, 8 cards. 8 cards, which you could have drawn hand traps. And the crazy part about it's that at some point, and the combo goes crazier if you actually have your hand with Sanctuary, you don't have to actually like hide Garunix or Kirin under the XYZ, which is pseudo anti-interactive because you can like make the infinity here, popping the Kirin, and Kirin gets a revive. You can drop Volcanics, you can pop another card in your hand. So it's just like a lot of interactions where you could go like, wait, you get so much card advantage with all these 2 cards, and the answer is yes. So yeah, that's a crazy 2-card combo. I'm telling you, if you guys want me to make like a full combo video of the combinations, like if you draw Volcanics Aponics or Volcanics and the field spell, if you draw Volcanics and the field spell, then there's another interaction with it. But yeah, I was debating putting the little Kirin, I forget what his name was, so you can actually send, you have like a main deck non-engine way to dump Macho into the graveyard. That's how good it is. Like, this card is really good just because of the simple fact you XYZ with it and you keep drawing cards, which is why I told you that another hand trap I want to put is Ghost Mourner, because that way you just have more hand traps that can interact on your opponent's turn while midst drawing cards during these combos. So yeah, now you see that this spicy tech is super crazy, super crazy. Again, you can add the Kirin if you want to send it to the graveyard. I can test it out, but like the combination of cards just like skyrockets where you can draw and with like Ulcanix or other monsters is so good that now like the deck is pieced together. You needed another extender other than Ulcanix, other than Pronix to make this deck like super consistent, being pure. And this is a card, by the way. Like, don't go out searching for another card. This is the card if you want to run a pure version. So yeah, I hope you guys like the video. Yeah, go pick up your copies of Blaster if you're trying to play Fire Kings. It's absolutely broken. And yeah, remember to like the video and subscribe. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I stream me playing games not other than TCGs, by the way. If you guys want to play remote duel, just message me, bro. Like I'm down for anything. And yeah, man, I hope you like this video. I could actually bring you more deck profiles. I do have like a very spicy Tearlaments deck, which is pure, and a very spicy Bestial Lightsword deck. I love a spicy deck like this, by the way. I'm not a fan, but this is just 2024 effect. I just don't want to play Rebuilder Snake, guys, and I think most of you guys agree with me that you just don't want to see more deck profiles of the same decks. So yeah, comment down below what you think. Thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions, I'm open to anything, guys. Thanks for viewing, guys. Thank you for giving me your time. Hope you have a great weekend. And yeah, man, peace.